What is going on, guys? It's Justin from the J Media back with another video. So today I got a huge package that just came in. So whenever I get car parts, especially big car parts, I like to open it up on camera. Hope you guys like some of these unboxing videos. So over here, this is a huge box. To give you a perspective, this thing is almost my height and I'm about 5'10". So when I was standing up outside the door, I was like, man, this thing is big and massive. What could it be? Ironically, this part actually was bought about 4 months ago. So my fiance bought it for me for our anniversary present. So she bought me a wallet, and funny story was actually she bought me the wallet. It was a branded Louis Vuitton wallet, and you know, me being a car guy, I was like, yeah, even though it's branded stuff, I don't really need it. I already have a wallet. I don't care so much about the Louis Vuitton brand. If you don't mind, you can return it. I'd rather you spend that money buying me something else that I like more, which is car parts. So at the time, there's a few car parts I wanted to buy. This was right around that price range. So we returned the Louis Vuitton wallet and picked up this car part. She bought it for me online. I'm guessing this is made to order. This is why it took a while. But yeah, it finally got here. So super stoked. This part here is actually for my Honda Civic Si. So recently we've been having quite a few mods to my Honda Civic Si. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys like the 8th gen Civic platform. Like I said, I used to have a 6th gen Civic, and now I'm owning an 8th gen, especially the Si model. It's a bunch of fun. I don't know, like I said, I know a lot of you guys are a fan of my Mitsubishi Lancer build, which is awesome, but I'm also trying to build like followers for my different cars, like my DC5 RSX and my Civic Si. Honestly, a Honda, like if any of you guys who don't drive stick shift, learning in a Honda is super easy, so I would definitely recommend it. But anyways, let's get to unboxing this box and see what's in here. So I'll put the box upright so you guys have an idea of how tall this thing is. It's pretty tall. So anybody have any guesses what might be in here? Let me give you guys a clue. It is, like I said, a part for my Honda Civic Si build. Let me see, what else can I give you? It is made of carbon fiber, and it is an aesthetic mod. So any guesses? Leave in the comment section below. So this is going to be my first time opening it up as well. I just took up the tape. Pretty excited to see it. Like I said, I've been waiting for 4 months. I'm not sure. Is it because it's back order? I'm guessing these parts are made to order. So little envelope here. I'm guessing this is the invoice, maybe some stickers, maybe. And here's the actual part. So let me go ahead and see what's in here first. So let me just pour out the contents of what's in the envelope. So over here we have some stickers. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but it says Seibon. So you guys already know the brand is Seibon. And over here seems like we have a product catalog. That's pretty cool. I guess these are some marketing material. Life in carbon. If you guys didn't know, Seibon makes a bunch of carbon fiber products. So if you guys are looking for anything carbon fiber related, Seibon and VIS Racing, they are the 2 leaders in carbon fiber parts in the US. So anything from like sometimes even fenders, front bumpers, doors, wings, front lips. I'm not sure if they do interior parts, but on this catalog, it's even saying they're making carbon fiber chairs now. So not just car parts, pretty insane. But yeah, let's get to unwrapping whatever is in the box. And we have it over here, brought it to the garage. I pretty much took out some of the bubble wrap and huge Seibon carbon. This is the brand. If you guys didn't know, Seibon carbon fiber as well as VIS Racing carbon fiber, they are the 2 leading brands for carbon fiber here in the US. So yeah, super excited. This is a part that I've ordered for my Si. So if you guys have been following the Honda Civic Si build, you know that I've ordered this part. Like I said, 4 months wait time. It finally came in, so super excited. Open it up, show you guys, and slap it on the car. So more packaging to unopen. So one over here and one over here. So if I had to guess, this is the wing deck And over here we have our wing stands and end plates, if I had to guess. So let's go ahead and unwrap it and see what's inside. So bam, here we have it. Here's a close-up of this Seibon carbon fiber wing deck. And there's no end plates because it's connected to it as one piece. And then here are the stands. So the base mounts and stands is actually connected already when you purchase it. Came with some hardware as well. So yeah, only thing it didn't came with was the bottom, so you could find your own nuts, bolts and washers and attach it yourself underneath onto the trunk. But yeah, this part is already set up for you. So first things first, I'm trying to figure out how to mount hardware on the bottom. So I went ahead and took it apart. So over here on the base there are 4 Allen bolts. You can just use an Allen key, remove it, and whenever you remove the stand, it's gonna have another metal bracket inside, and if you remove that, it's just the carbon fiber stand. So these are the holes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put nut, washer and bolts, basically get my hardware ready, and then pretty much test fit it on the trunk to see how it looks. Okay, so I just got one side done, so let me just show you guys what I did. So I definitely recommend going to Home Depot, picking up a hardware set. I already had this at home, so pretty much I have a bolt set of different sizes, and then over here I have different washer sizes, and over here this is like an assortment. So pretty much you have your nuts, bolts, washers. So always good to have these just because you never know when they come in handy. I still had to make another Home Depot run because I didn't have enough big bolts. So this is what it comes with. Basically no bolts, just the holes. As you can tell, there's 3 small holes and 2 bigger ones. I'm gonna just do that. So what I did was I used a bolt, have a washer inside, another washer and a nut. So I'll show you guys the step-by-step process on this side, but this side I just wanted to get it done. And essentially I'll be drilling these holes into the trunk. But before I do that, I'll go ahead and mount all the bolts and nuts on the other wing stand. I'm going to go ahead and bolt up the wing deck to the wing stands and do a little dry test fit before I drill any holes. So let me show you guys my step-by-step process. So for the 2 big ones, you're gonna make sure you get something pretty big, a bigger bolt size. And I'm gonna pick a washer that fits. That's my bolt. Washer fits, okay. And then I'm gonna get another washer and a nut. So this is what it's gonna look like. So I have both big holes set up with my nut, washer and bolt. And then for these 3 holes I'm gonna do the same thing. You pretty much wanna find a bolt that fits through, and then right now I'm gonna find same thing, 2 washers as well as a nut. So washer, you guys will see later. If you guys don't understand why am I having 2 washers, you guys will see. 2 washers and a nut. So I have all my nuts and bolts already here. I already picked up the sizes, make sure everything fits good. So I'm gonna go ahead and take apart this base mount. So all you have to do is use an Allen key, take out 4 of these Allen keys, and it should come right off. So as you can see, once I took out the side plate wing stand, pretty much it's an extra bracket. It wasn't one piece, it just falls out like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put my bolts and nuts, sandwich it right here, and yeah, pretty much you will get what you see over here on this side. So right now I have both of the base mounted with the bolts and nuts. So what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I'm gonna put on the wing deck and mount it on. The only issue, hopefully not too much of an issue, but the only thing is my trunk currently has this EX duckbill. I'll try to see if I can leave it. Usually it sits all the way towards the back. And another thing is this Seibon wing is actually the Seibon Mugen GT wing in full carbon fiber, and that is actually meant for the 4-door Honda Civic Si. So yeah, we shall see. Trunk shape is different because the coupes are a little rounder, but I've seen others fit it. So yeah, I just want to make sure that everything goes well. Usually if it's the same is meant for your car, you could just mount, you know, the base first and then the wing deck later. But same with this wing install. When I did it on my Mitsubishi Lancer GT, I had the duckbill, I had to scoot it forward a little bit, so I want to make sure to mount the base onto the wing deck first. So yeah, let's go ahead and mount wing deck onto the base. So they already went ahead and mounted this onto the wing deck. So this part right here is gonna be the back, that's the front, and thankfully it already came with hardware. So I'm just gonna use the same Allen key, take it off. You can tell there's some nut back here, so I'm gonna attach the right side onto this side. So I went ahead and secured all the nuts tight. So over here is an Allen key on the front, and on the back is a 10mm bolt. So 3 bolts here attach the wing stand to the actual wing deck. So I did it on both sides. I was trying to figure out whether wing stands go on the outside or the inside. I think the outside looks better. So if you do it in the inside, basically it won't be as wide. If you want it wider, go on the outside a little bit. So right now I'm just going to do a dry test fit before drilling holes in the trunk, which is why I have these microfiber towels, so whenever I lay it down it won't scratch the trunks in my bolts. And then before I drill, I'm just going to put some double-sided tape, sorry, not double-sided tape, I mean like painter's tape, before I drill holes so I can mark it. But for now I'm just going to do a dry test just to lay it on and see how it looks. So now the next thing you need is some toothpaste. Well, any kind of paste really. You could use sauce, you could use paste. You want something more like a paste texture. Reason being, I already taped it up and I need to know exactly what the spots are that I have to drill into the trunk. So like I said over here, I already have all the bolts and nuts here. What I'm gonna do is get toothpaste, dab it on the tip of each screw. I have to loosen these. Basically, once the whole tip of the screw is showing, then I'll know exactly where to drill. And I'm gonna get some help. It's always recommended to have a second person. But once I dab a little toothpaste, I'm just gonna lightly lay down the wings on the trunk, and that's the whole point of the painter's tape, just so not to scratch it. And wherever I see little dabs of toothpaste marks when I remove the wing is where I'll be drilling. And here's another test fit look of how the wing looks on the trunk. Like I said, I haven't drilled the holes yet, so if you guys are wondering why is it so high, that's because, yeah, I'm just doing a test fit. One thing to note, you want to make sure that your trunk opens, you want to make sure the line is good, so I'll probably have to adjust this just that way a little bit because I don't want it to cross this line on the trunk. This side looks pretty good, maybe this side a little bit, and that's why you need some help. If it juts a little too much, you can, like I said, you can always have this in here so it'll sit inwards a little bit. I want it flush right here, and it seems like with the duckbill it works too. I'm just gonna scoot this back all the way to the edge of the duckbill later on. So yeah, whenever I get a second person to help me out, I'll be doing that toothpaste method and pretty much dabbing it down. So right now, as you can tell, the tip of each bolt all has toothpaste on it. And we already went ahead and taped off the trunk, the surface area that we'll be drilling into. So like I said, get a help second hand. So I got my fiance here to help me out. And I'm just gonna go ahead and gently lay it on the trunk, not move it. Once we make sure everything is good, I'm gonna gently press it down and you will see where the toothpaste marks are gonna be, and that's exactly where we're gonna drill into. So you guys saw little toothpaste dabs. So since the length of my screws are not the same, I only managed to dab the longer screws, the taller ones, which are the two big ones. So what I'm going to do is drill the holes there first, mount it. Once that's good, then I can drill the other smaller ones out. Okay, so my fiance made a great point as well. So pretty much you also want to open up your trunk. So even though you already have your markings here, before you drill, you want to see where it's going to be. So for example, these two spots, I use a black marker just to trace it. It's going to be around, one is going to be like right here and one's going to be like right here. So you're going to make sure that your bolt is long enough, because this is thicker, as well as able to drill through it. So I have pretty strong drill bits. I'm not worried about drilling through it, but the length of your bolt, make sure it's long enough. So what I did was I drill it from the top, especially if it's pretty thick. You might have to drill a couple times. Drill it first time just to have a little hole, and then drill deeper. You always want to start with a smaller drill bit. So I have my different drill bits here, but since my bolt is pretty thick, you can roughly put it against the bolt to measure. Make sure it's not as thick as that, because it's going to be too loose. So once you drill it from the top, you can see a little hole. You can drill it from the bottom as well. Make sure it's one straight hole and it matches up. So yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and test fit. What's probably gonna happen is I'll have to drill it again a little bit bigger, but like I said, you always want to drill a little smaller first, make sure it lines up. So I was trying the hard way, but actually we came up with an idea. Again, big thanks to my fiance thinking outside of the box. Pretty much just take out this bracket and yeah, we just thread it. I make sure everything is tight. Once that is tight from the bottom, I can close the trunk, and then this side, the base pretty much goes right over here, and I just gotta attach the sides to the wing stands, and that should be it. So pretty much we have, like I said, all the bolts and washers. You want to make sure it's not too tight, because you want to be able to line up these Allen bolts onto here, and then once that goes on there, you're gonna have this piece that goes up here to cover it. So yeah, let's go ahead and tighten the bolts down. So finally got it done after a couple hours. So it was a little bit tricky because number one, never gave me instructions, so I had to figure it out. Whenever I got it out of the box, the wing deck was one piece and the wing stand and wing base mount was together as well. So I figured that I was gonna just place it like that and drill holes from the bottom and place my bolts and nuts, but I realized that it's easier to take it apart and just pretty much have the bracket like an L shape and put bolts and nuts, then put this piece on, which is secured by this middle bolt right here. So a little bit tricky, but figured it out. What do you guys think? Like I said, this is the full carbon fiber wing from Seibon. If you guys didn't know, this wing pretty much is the Mugen GT wing. So 8th gen Civics, especially in Asia, the 8th gen Civic Type Rs, the Mugen version, they have the Mugen GT wing. So that is different. It's not in carbon. This is from Seibon. So like I said, everything is in carbon, real carbon fiber, not carbon fiber wrap. There's also like a cheaper fiberglass version that you could get online. This one I think was nice. I wanted a wing setup, like I said, for the longest time, just because whenever I got the car, SI wing wasn't on it. So yeah, I was gonna get an OEM SI wing, but I was like, why not get a wing setup that's a little different? What do you guys think? Is it right or is it nice? Is it too small, too big? What do you guys think? Leave in the comment section below. I think it just makes the rear end a little bit more aggressive, especially with the new HFP rear lip and side skirts. Here's a view. Yeah, I think it looks a little better, a little more aggressive, but not too tall at the same time. You guys know I love my big wings, but that's massive. Yeah, it's not super big, so from the front it's somewhat noticeable, but like not in your face, if you know what I mean. So pretty subtle. I was even contemplating on getting the wing paint matched. If I got the fiberglass one, I think the fiberglass one was like 400 bucks. So the full carbon one was, I think, right around $70 or $800 from Seibon. If you get the fiberglass one, I was gonna paint it. I could always paint match it. I was thinking if I ever do paint it one day, I'll paint this white. Probably paint this white. Maybe just keep the carbon deck, you know, in carbon or something like that. But yeah, they will look pretty cool. You could adjust the height back here. Currently I have it all the way down, which means it's at its highest setting. It's pretty much tilting up this way, or you can have it flat. I like it a little bit tilted. So yeah, pretty cool. And like I said, Seibon makes top of the line carbon fiber products. Both Seibon and VIS Racing, both great carbon fiber brands. What do you guys think? So like I said, the wing is finally on. Took a little bit longer than I thought it would. I thought it was going to be a simple slap on and call it a day. Really depends. Pretty much they gave all the hardware. So all these hardware, bolts and nuts were included already. Right here as well, all these were included. The only thing was on the bottom, they didn't really provide nuts and bolts to mount it. So I had to kind of figure out, you know, getting my own nuts and bolts. Plus I had to head to Home Depot 2 times, so that took quite a bit of time. But yeah, I'm glad it's all done. So next thing to do is take the car out one day and take some photos of it, drive it around, make sure everything's good. Seems pretty sturdy. Like I said, this wing shouldn't be flying off. It's pretty sturdy. You can't really see it, but underneath in the bracket, if you guys watched the full video, you would have seen there are 5 bolts, 2 big ones and 3 small ones holding it down. So this thing is like on the trunk. It's pretty sturdy. So again, if you guys stick to the end, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. We have some more plans coming for the Civic Si. I'm super stoked. The big parts, I think for the most part, are done. So there's like cosmetically, I think we're more or less getting there on the outside. I want to kind of touch base on some of the engine based stuff as well as interior. That would be pretty cool. So make sure to stay tuned for that. We do have some of those stuff coming. So yeah, hope you guys like the Civic Si build coming along. If you guys stay to the end, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new to the channel, hit the notification bell. Again, if you want to know when new videos are out, I put up videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 9 AM Central Time. Thank you so much for watching. The J Media, peace out.